You see those podcasts right there? I did those earlier today. What did I just say in them? Like literally just said it. Okay, I am not going to be trafficked, and I've told you that for 10 years. I slept in my car and did not eat and take a bath for 6 months, but I would not be trafficked and I would not tell you anything about who's helping me. Okay, it's very unusual for a victim to find out they've been trafficked into who and about your little compounds and all that stuff before you do anything. I know because you're under investigation. You're pressure. You're pushing some buttons you don't want to push, and they're about to start moving dates up because they want you to stop. Okay, Mr. Perry, when you start typing in my phone that you cloned, he said, "Don't invade her privacy. Get out of her phone. Get out of her house. Get out of her life. Do not contact her at all, and she had better not be broke." Okay, you thought you had a choice. You don't have a choice, sir. You don't have a choice. If you can't read the blog and tell that, then you're more mentally retarded than I thought. You're more mentally slow than I thought, and that's not my problem. Okay, I told you no, and that's what I mean. You put me in jail for 2 months. Did I ask to talk to you? I did not. I don't want to talk to you. Okay? As soon as I get home, he starts typing in my phone. I hoped you would ask to talk to me. You know what? I told you you're not to contact me again, and that was in those bond conditions, that you are not to contact me again ever. My answer to you is no, and fuck you. You are not to invade my privacy. You're not to butt into my business. You're not to contact me or my family, and I'm not to be broke. And every day that you continue to impose and burden and think you're going to tell me what to do, just go. How about tomorrow? Oh my God. What did I fucking just say in these podcasts before? Do you wake up in a new world every 5 minutes? What bullshit story you tell yourself is not my problem? Your mental slow problem, not my problem. I don't care. The more you contact me, the more you invade my privacy, the more loss you cause to me, the more you make me broke, the more we get, the more intel we get. How much money are you spending getting that to us? You took my college, we took your compound in Houston, you took my job, we took your Georgia ranch. What's next? Okay, if I am not to be broke, and if you make me broke and I have to ask for money, and the answer is no, when you call around looking for these guys helping me, they did the same thing to you that you did to me. They called around behind your back. You like going behind people's backs, don't you? Okay, they can do it too. And they tell him no. Don't tell him any. Don't help him. Don't help him. That's what he's telling people to do to her. Don't help him. Give him the runaround. Okay. I told you no. So when you start typing weirdo things in my phone that I told you to get out of, just go. How about tomorrow? You're pushing buttons you don't want to push. You're pushing buttons you don't want to push. And dates are starting to get moved up because everybody's sick of this. I told you no. Well, I wish I knew what she was going to do. It's none of your business. I just said that. Literally just said it. It's recorded, so in case you forget, because you're a dum-dum, then it's right there. Just listen to it again. I said no. I've said no for 10 years. You make my skin crawl. You repulse me. I'm not into you. Whatever is going through your head is not in mine. You're pissing us off. I don't want anything to do with your trafficking business. I don't want anything to do with you. You're pressuring me, and you're pissing people off. You're pushing buttons you don't want to push. You're about to find out the very hard way. Outside your little room of weirdo, everybody hates your guts. Everybody hates your guts. We get the help, you do not. You don't have our names. You're not quoting our meetings. You're not quoting our phone calls. We're quoting you every day. We have your names. I just showed them. We have your code words. We talk about your meetings. It is not the other way around, and you better stop acting like you think it is. It is not. What does it mean that we have all this? Do you know what it means that we have all this? You better start trying to figure that out. That's the only thing real in this deal, this right here. And the more you invade my privacy, the more you contact me, the more you pressure me, the more you harass me and threaten me, and the more you make me broke, the more we get. You get everybody riled up at you, and you can't seem to understand that. It's not my problem what you understand or what you make believe or what. You're pushing buttons you don't want to push. Okay? You're pushing, Mr. Perry, when you do stuff like that. I didn't change that. Don't change it. If I want it changed, I'll change it. You are pushing buttons you don't want to push. The people that can get everything you say, you're not getting you're not quoting our meetings. You're not quoting our phone calls. You're not naming my people. It is the other way around. Get a grip on reality. You're pushing buttons of the people that get that. You're pushing buttons of people you don't want to push. Mr. Perry, when you do that, you're pushing buttons of people you don't want to push. They got all that intel. You don't know what that means, do you? So, Mr. Perry, you're the one calling around asking who's helping me, aren't you? You're the one making the phone calls and not getting any information, right? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be broke, but if I am and I need help and I'm told no, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get told no. Okay, name one of my guys. Oh yeah, you can't. Nobody will help you. Okay, you're getting dished right back at you. You're pushing buttons you don't want to push, sir. People that can get stuff like this and everything you've said for the past 10 years. Very incriminating conversations. You're pushing their buttons. Dates are getting moved up. What are they going to do to you, and when are they going to do it? With all this. Get a grip on reality. That's the only thing that's real in this whole thing. Is this right here. This is the evidence that everybody's sick of you. We get the help, you don't. We're getting the information, not you. The more cruel you get to me, the more we get. You took college, we took your compound. You caused a problem with my job, we took your ranch. Okay? Don't call around and go, how did she find out about that? You invade my privacy, you're pushing buttons you don't want to push. You contact me at all. I said no. I told you no. My answer is no. You're pushing buttons you don't want to push. You're pushing buttons of people that can get information like this that you guys have to call all around and try to figure out how we got it. You think that's smart? I think you're about to find out it's not. No one else has this. What does it mean that I have it? You don't know, do you? See, I don't do stupid. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. This right here, what does it mean that we have it? Now. I don't do stupid, Charles. I can't do it. That's not my thing. That's not my, you need a special needs teacher or something to understand what it means that we have all this and what kind of buttons you're pushing of people that can get it. Okay? You seem like you just goes right over your head. When we put something out like this and your response is, so are you going tomorrow? Just go. We're like, oh wow, oh God. You are shitting us with that, right? Wow. I don't even have words for that. That is the wrong response. That is a response fail in a very big way. You are not all there. You're not even close. You're not even kind of all there. Oh, I literally just said here, fuck off, didn't I? And his response, are you going to go tomorrow? Just go. Go walk. Oh my God. Why? Why would I go walk? Is that so you can kidnap me or hit me with a car? What are you going to do? Get your stun gun out? Throw me in a trunk? You going to go tomorrow? Just go. No, I'm not going. I already told you that. What are you going to do? None of your business. I just said that. Literally just said it. Nothing in my life is any of your business. What you need to be asking is, the people that got this stuff right here, did you keep trying to figure out how we got it and who has it? You're pushing their buttons. They got a lot of power. They're not buttons you want to push. He told you to leave me alone. I told you to leave me alone. What planet do you live on? Dum-dum, what planet do you live on? I don't do stupid. I can't do it. That's not my thing. I don't have any patience for it. Okay, you have a lawyer and a doctor that should be answering those questions for you. You don't pressure me. They'll charge you every time you do. They're not doing this to just walk away and do nothing. Are they? What does this say? You don't like it that she finds out before? Will until Charles Perry gets a grip on reality or he's arrested? It'll happen again tomorrow. And that was over a year ago. That was September 2023. Well over a year ago. And every day we quote everything you guys say. And y'all all run around going, how'd she get that? How did she know about that? How'd she find that out? I have help. I can't do it by myself. So for your response to be, go walk. Are you gonna just go? How about tomorrow? What are you gonna do? That's his response. We're like, oh God, wow. Dear God. His mind is gone. That is a fail. That is a big fat fail. Totally wrong response to what was just said. He has no idea what I said. He has no idea what it means that once again today, we found everything they were trying to do. What I just said in the last podcast was about the trick you guys, the little bullshit you tried at work, at my work, where the guy said that letter she sent to her boss in February is when they knew what they were doing, not March. It wasn't March that they found out. They knew in February. Because I promise no other employee has done that, sent a letter like that. No other employee sent a letter like that. So her prosecutor told her to do that because they already knew then what they were trying to do. And you act like we didn't know. Let's just do it anyway. We act like you don't know, Are you gonna go? Are you going? When are you going? Tomorrow? Are you going tomorrow? See this right here? That's what he's talking about, where it says altering the dancer sheets. All of a sudden I couldn't take pictures of the dancer sheets. That the dancer sheets is the evidence of my work. I take a picture of it. By the way, that's on camera. Then I handed off custody of that evidence to the boss, at which time he can change it. If he tells me I can't take a picture of it, he can't prove he's not changing it. Right? That's extortion. Isn't that what we said? And he was like, she sent this letter to him in February. That's when she knew, not March. So they had I promise you no other employee has done that, sent a letter like that. This one. He said that's when they knew, February, not March. She said they knew in March when she put that altering dancer sheets note up in her Google Drive. That's not when she knew. She knew in February when she sent that letter. They knew then. And y'all run around, how did she find out? How did she know? Let's just do it anyway. We're like, oh my God, wow. This is so easy, it's not even fair. So they said everybody was mad that I quit and didn't get fired. They were supposed to get paid if I got fired, if they found a way to get me fired. Is that true? How do we know that? You're pushing buttons if people have the power to get that information, Mr. Perry. When you try to talk me, you pressure me. Just go. How about tomorrow? Go walk. And you think I'll go, oh, okay, I'll go walk. You're stupid as squirting out your ears. Your delusion and your stupid is so bad. It's literally squirting out your ears and embarrassing the fuck out of everybody. And you have no idea, do you? You wake up in a new world every 5 minutes. That is a complete failed response to what was just said in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 podcasts. It's like you just can't understand what people say. You just can't put it together. It's not my problem, sir. It's not even kind of my problem. Okay, you wanna make me broke, it's gonna cost you. You wanna contact me, it's gonna cost you. You wanna invade my privacy, it's gonna cost you. In ways it never has before. We have controlled the flow of information for a decade. And you're pushing buttons of people that can do that. And I promise you don't want to do that. I mean, you can, but you might at some point wish you hadn't done that. And then when you call around and ask, is it you? Is it you? They told them, don't help him, because that's what he's telling people to do to her. I created hardships for her to the point where we're depriving her of her basic rights and needs. We're causing property loss. We're causing contracts to be interfered with. We're causing major, major, major problems for her. And if we've told everybody she knows behind her back, if she wants your help, tell her no. So that's what you need to do to him. When he wants a name, tell him no. When he wants information, tell him no. Don't help him. When he starts getting out of her privacy and quits contacting her and quits pressuring her to do something she's already said no to and does not want to do, and when he stops causing problems and loss for her, then we'll talk then. But right now, that's all he does all day long. Sits on his fat ass and torments and terrorizes and threatens and harasses and asks questions that are none of his business. Okay, the last thing, listen, the people that have my ear are the guys that get the information that no one else has. Like about your Houston compound, about Larry, your realtor, who thinks you can buy people, and about what you were trying to do to me at work in February, not December 22nd, 2024. We had it in February 2024. Okay? December 22nd, 2024 would have been too late, don't you think? I had it in February. We had notes about you altering documents, dancer sheets, in March 2024, not December, when you actually tried to do it, maybe. See, I'm accusing him of changing evidence, altering evidence, to extort money from me by trying to get money under false pretense. You were short 210, pay half and we'll call it even. And I'm like, I don't think so. You're going to prove it, or you're trying to extort money from me, and I'm not going to go for that. Well, you can't work here. Okay, so now you're threatening my job. You're trying so hard to extort $100 out of me. You are threatening my job? Yep. Okay, bye. I quit. What's that going to cost you, Mr. Perry? Will it cost you the ranch in Georgia, sir? At the very least. But then what are we going to do with the information about the ranch in Georgia and the compound in Houston? What are we going to do with that? Did you think they're just going to shrug their shoulders and walk away and say, oh, let's just let him go. It's no big deal. You're pushing buttons you don't want to push. Of people that can get that kind of information. That's who has my ear. So when you sit on your fat asses and go, well, maybe if we get Fabian to tell her to go, she'll go. Maybe if we get her family to tell her to go, she'll go. No, that's not how that works. The only people that have my ear are the people that are smart enough to get and have the power to get information that might help me send a letter in February, not December 22nd, where it really wouldn't do as much good then, huh? So when you type in my phone, hey, what are you going to do? Are you going to go tomorrow? Oh my God. Wow. Fail. You didn't understand a word we just said, did you? No, you did not. I don't do stupid. It's not my thing. Okay, so when you start asking, what is she going to do? What you need to be asking yourselves is the people that got all this information, what are they going to do to you, and when are they going to do it? And concern yourselves with your own deal, and leave me and my life alone, and you butt out of my business. I'm telling you for the last fucking time, I told you no. I do not like you. My answer is no. You're pressuring me to do something I do not want to do. And I don't like being pressured, and I don't want anything to do with you or your human trafficking business. I hate you. We all hate you. There's a reason we get the help and you do not. Everybody hates you for what you've done to me. So for me to say that in a podcast over and over and over, and by the way, look what your crime, look what you're pressuring me has done. This is the results, and this is the only thing that's real right here. Your delusion is squirting out your ears, and it's yuck. And you should be about to die, and you're not. And we can't figure out why that is. It's unbelievable. How embarrassing. Okay, this is what's real right here. All this information right here about your criminal activity. They're not going to just walk away and do nothing. They're starting to move dates up because they're getting pissed off at you. Okay? So what you need to be worried about is that, not what I'm doing. I told you no, and I told you fuck you. Don't bother me with that again. And if you do, this is what happens. You make me broke, this is what happens. You contact me and invade my privacy, this is what happens. You start threatening and harassing me and pressuring me, this is what happens right here. It's the only thing real out of this deal. And you need to start figuring out what it means that we have this. And the people that got this to me, that's who I listen to. No one else. So you can get Fabian here, and you can get my family here, and you can get my ex-husband and try to coerce me for you and to become part of your human trafficking business, to coerce me for you, and I promise you wish you had not done that. It will not go like you think it will go. Every time you contact me at all, everybody gets irate. They told you to stop, and I told you to stop. I don't want to hear it. I just said that. I literally just said it. And what's he do? Immediately starts contacting me again. You gonna go tomorrow? Go walk. I'm like, oh my, what are you gonna do? Oh, for God's sake. Wow. Can you just not understand what people say anymore? Or, get that out of my face. Get it out of my face. I'm not your lawyer and I'm not your doctor. I'm not your family. When's the last time you were seen in Lubbock with your family? When's the last time you were hanging out with your family and people saw you? Why are you in Oklahoma? I didn't invite you here. I told you no. And then I moved twice. And nobody invited you here. And my answer is no. And you're pressuring me is going to result in more charges against you. They're going to use this to get that. And the more of this we get, the easier it'll be to get convictions too, don't you think? Or, oh yeah, you don't understand what people's... Ask your attorney. Ask your attorney. Your response was a major fail. Major fail. You didn't understand a word I just said. If you contact me, I'm going to get more of this. Is that what you want? Is that your objective 10 years ago? If you contact me, I get more of this. Don't contact me, I don't want to hear from you. If you take my money and make me broke, I'm going to get more of this. Get your hands out of my wallet. If you invade my privacy, they're going to invade your privacy and get more of this. Is that your objective 10 years ago? You're not quoting our meetings, we're quoting your meetings. You're not quoting our phone calls, you're quoting your phone calls. When you call around asking for who it is, nobody's helping you because that's what you told people to do to me. Don't help her. We made a problem, don't help her. You make a problem for me, they'll make 20 for you. And nobody will help you. Right back at you. Okay? I don't want to hear from you. I told you no. Take your dress off, put your purse down, you fucking sissy, and act like a man.